Well, we lose a couple of people? Maybe a dozen? How many's too many, Jade?
How many people are gonna die if you keep sitting on your goddamn hands doing nothing? How many have you already lost? Huh?
What the fuck you say to me? Say it again.
And we're back. Rainbow flickers over the crimson.
Rainbow flicker over the
Rainbow flickers over the crimson screen. We're going to be talking about from season 4, episode 6 today, called "The Heart Is a Lonely Hunter." And listen, they said this season was about the man in yellow. 6 episodes in, count them, 6. Make it make sense.
Yeah, 6 episodes and we barely know anything about it. It's just like starting to feel like what's going on?
Like like a season of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
We are past the halfway point, and that man barely has a storyline. But what we did get that episode, okay, I have thoughts. And we're going to get into all of them, starting with Victor, because Victor, I really wish you would step away from that ledge.
Victor, poor Victor. It's just like, how can I say? It's just weird, really.
Yeah, so episode 6, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, aired May 31st, and it was directed by Alexandra LaRoche.
Yes.
And written by John Griffin. Honestly, I mean, tight episode, no filler, which for From is a blessing.
Yeah, from this no fillers where to be honest, I don't mind fillers, to be honest.
Okay. You don't?
No, I know it takes maybe 3 episodes to answer one question, but still, I do enjoy the go deep to the characters.
Yeah, but sometimes they take 3 episodes to answer one question, and very little creature stuff, which I know a lot of you are complaining about.
Oh, yes.
Very much feelings, inner turmoil, and I don't know if I'm ready for feelings in this show, but yet here we are.
I think a lot of people are not ready for feeling in the show because they keep complaining, oh, there's no gore, there's no monster. Where are the monster? We haven't seen Smiley in a while. Yeah, but we actually have something worse, human emotions.
Okay. So first, Victor tried to commit, suicide, you guys. If Boyd hadn't shown up exactly when he did, then Victor would have been gone, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, maybe suicide, maybe not, but it was quiet. It wasn't just dramatic or big like they usually do. It was a very quiet scene, and that made it really worse, I think.
Right, like you expect creatures, you expect gore, you expect jump scares. You don't really expect a man just giving up in silence, and then they have this whole conversation after Boyd and Victor about the man in yellow, and Victor goes, "He arrived in a big brown car, and I know where it is." And I'm sorry, what, Victor?
Yeah, Victor's just been holding on this information for so long, like 40 years?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know anymore, but he just had the information in his back pocket for decades.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's just been walking around with the biggest screen in the whole show, and nobody even knows it, and nobody asks him.
Yeah, well, because nobody talks to Victor.
That's true.
But I will say this: Victor's whole arc this season has been this slow unraveling. This man has been alone and dismissed for decades in that town, and the show keeps giving us these moments of him at the edge, and I think that's intentional. This is a character who has been othered his entire life, and the show is finally reckoning with that, or what that does to a person. And that, to me, is also the queer horror thread hiding right under the surface of this episode.
Yeah, just like, I think like Victor just never fit in anywhere, really. Even in the town full of people, he doesn't fit in. Just it says something, really.
Yeah. Okay. And then Donna.
Oh, Donna. That part really got me, to be honest.
Yes, spoiler alert, Donna has a heart attack, you guys, mid-episode. And Ethan, our sweet little Ethan, basically says his goodbyes to her. And I cried, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I almost cried, but
Oh, almost.
Oh yes, almost. I cried last week. I cried last week. I can't cry every week. Come on. It was just
Very toxic.
sorry. No, I think the thing was Donna. I said we kept saying that when we were watching the show, and I was just like, they can't kill Donna like this.
Yeah. But, the scene where Boyd is with her and he says, "You die when I say you die," and then she comes back.
Yeah, that part gave me chills really.
Chills. Literal chills.
Ah, chills. Literal chills.
Chills.
It was
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it was a hot day, so it gave me chills. Yeah, it did. Or am I being ill? I don't know. But it gave me chills. Let's say it gave me chills. And that was really the best scene. Yeah, I think it was the best scene
Yes.
in the episode. For me,
Yes.
anyway.
She opened her eyes like she's alive, and she lives.
she's alive.
Thank Zeus, because if they killed Donna this season, I would have probably stopped watching. But I mean, like, I doubt they would have cared. But I would have logged off and never came back.
I would have not stopped watching. I would have been pissed off, despite the fact that I kind of see why they would do this, because it would create kind of a complete storm in the entire place, because everything seems to be settled with these two houses, the colony house and the town,
Yeah.
and having no mother figure in some way in the colony house would actually bring everyone into turmoil, and it could create a lot of drama going on. So it would make sense in some way they actually kill her like this, but I would have been pissed anyway.
Okay, and so from last episode, we remember that there was a door that Jade saw in his acid trip, and in this episode, even though Boyd doubted it at first, we actually found the door. So here's the thing, that's rattling around in my brain. Boyd finds the actual door, the door from the mushroom vision. Father Kotri points him towards it, and he goes, and it's there, it's real, solid.
Mm-hmm. Let's be thankful for Father Catherine coming in the right moment. I guess the actor needed the money. But yeah, so Jed's vision are real. Everybody knew that, really.
Well, we knew that, but Boyd didn't believe it until now. And Boyd has spent this whole season doing the rational thing, the logical thing, in a town where literally none of that applies.
Yeah. Yeah, make it make sense. Really.
Yeah, make it make sense. Boyd, you are inside the supernatural. Stop being surprised by supernatural things.
Yeah, it's just like, oh yes, you've got a worm in your hand. You just saw monsters just slowly killing a woman in front of you, and you just don't believe that someone might have a vision of a door. Really?
Yeah, sounds like he's being very French about it.
Okay, so I guess the person called Perino is very French about it. Okay.
Yeah, he's very stubborn. He's just like, I need evidence. I need proof. Sir, you are trapped in an inescapable nightmare dimension.
And it didn't need that much proof when you actually got all this talisman from the forest.
And monsters that come out at night and rip people in half. I don't know.
I see the proof. That can't be real. There could be a trap.
Okay, so here's also a theory that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Right before the door appears to him, he told Donna, "You die when I say you die." Before that, he said, "Show me the door." Like almost as a challenge, and both things happen. The question is, does Boyd have actual power in this town?
Oh, you want to be in the Wolf of Wall Street? Show me the door. No, okay. Yeah, maybe Boyd could. I don't know. I feel Boyd is more important than we actually that we might think. Simply because the monster seems to be really interested in him in the first place, and he pretty much brought the worms, killed Smiley for the first time, and I don't know. There might be something there. I agree. And that would be big, really. Like, he's not just a sheriff, he's actually part of the rules in some ways.
Yeah, that would be huge. I mean, like, is he a player in the rules of Fromville in a way the others aren't? We love to know what you guys think because I don't know. I genuinely don't know anymore. So just drop it in the comments.
Well, we've got only, 12 episodes left, so I guess we're going to know soon.
And next, let's talk about Sophia and Henry. Or is it Sophia?
Sophia, yes. And
Okay.
Henry. Oh, underage drinking. When you hold us. So, Henry, who just found out something devastating. Yeah, his wife was a shish kebab for the man in yellow. So he's not in a good place, really. You know, you would be.
No, and like you asked me, you were just like, it's very suspicious because how many daughters of preachers actually drink? And I'm just like, literally all of them.
Yeah, I was surprised because I always thought they were all massacred with Jesus. You know, oh no, we're not going to be drinking the devil juice.
Well,
apparently they do.
Well, between the two, who is actually grieving? We know who's really actually grieving, but who is vulnerable? And Sophia has, well, switched targets. We know she was focusing mainly on Sarah. She's probably still has Sarah in her little back pocket. But now she's zeroing in on Henry, and she seemed very interested in his family, saying, "Oh, what was your family's name?"
It seemed, for me, it seemed that she feels, if we actually look at, maybe she's feeling on actually the trauma and the fears.
Yeah.
Maybe the fact that Henry just went through this traumatic experience of knowing that, oh yes, your wife's been eaten by someone, and not in a good way.
Yeah, but Sophia, well, the man in yellow, basically just seems to not know about Victor because they seem surprised when they said, "Oh, my son's been in town for 40 years," and she was like, where is your son now?"
She could be acting. She could be acting because let's remember that. I don't know.
Well, anyway, he's going to be one of the minions at this point because she put a little bit of her blood juice.
She put the blood juice, and we also have a little clue, an hint, and maybe that's what happened to both wives because the Sophia did say exactly the same thing that both wives said when she was pretty much killing half the town in the past. So we might actually start to see how the man in yellow work with people, which is creating this tension and actually controlling people with blood.
Okay, and we're going to do some honorable mentions of the episode because these are probably not as important, but we just need to do a call out. Like Fatima finally finished building the golem.
Terrible.
Say something.
It's just a lot to take in.
Nobody cares.
Ellis was very unhelpful.
When has Ellis been helpful in that show?
And also, everyone thought that the woman who was attacked by the dolls would go back to town and tell everyone Tabitha is apparently the apocalypse. But apparently, she got 0 speaking roles this episode, and she was just told to go off and.
And then I kept saying that to you. It was like, so she got half her face burned. They actually fixed her one way or another, and she's told, the only one she's told to, just tell everyone that Donna is okay.
Hey, would you tell everybody? Thank you. Yeah.
Donna is okay. Like someone who actually had pain on the face, just like, oh yes, you need to talk. Just move your face a bit more to tell people that Donna is fine. You don't care if you're pain. You don't care. You know, you got everyone else. Julie was there, just doing very well. Just like, oh yes,
Yes.
I'm just a weekend. You know, I'm just reading a book.
And Elgin and Randall learned how to be in From's Next Top Chef.
We're a handsome fucking pair, huh?
So cute.
Yeah.
As you do. So, anyway. All right. And now we're going to have the hidden clue segment because The brown car. What's in it?
What's in the car?
Okay.
Reference.
Okay. Hidden clue time. Victor says the man in yellow arrived in a big brown car and he knows where it is. This is a huge setup, right?
Yeah, that's a classic. From there, after all this year, where it is.
Oh, that's the thing. It presumably does because nothing really leaves Fromville. Things just kind of accumulate. And there are leaked images circulating in the fandom. Not going to spoil it for you guys here, but people are speculating that inside the car there's a real photograph of a real Sophia before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does make sense. That could actually be a great way to finish the season and give a little cliffhanger on top of it.
Yeah, but again, we're leading up to the whole month of June, guys, and then we're going to be a season finale, then another year. So let's.
I would say that this season, compared to the last season, apart from the attack of the killer dolls,
yeah,
there was not much basically really big drama. Season 3 it started with the death at the beginning of the show and the animals. But this season we already have basically the dolls as a really gory moment in some ways, and nothing else. And the monster just seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, like where are they at? I guess they didn't feel like paying those actors. Season, anyways. And the next episode, we think Boyd and Victor go find the car, and whatever's inside is going to change everything. We know where this is actually going to go. I'm a little terrified.
Yeah, I just, like you said to me, you just basically, if Donna dies, what kind of nightmare? Because they did say, and they just confirm in the show itself, that most probably everyone someone died, the nightmare take form, real form. So what kind of thing Donna is scared of?
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. If she actually died, I was like, oh god.
But we still don't know. She just said bye. Bye. That's all she said in that episode. So she must have died next season or next episode. We don't know.
Okay, and for the last part of the video, we usually do the queer horror lens.
We try to. Right, so this episode is called The Art is Lonely Hunter, and this title is really not an accident. It's a Carson McCullers reference. It's a novel literally about isolation, about people who cannot communicate, about being fundamentally unseen.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, Mr. Literary Man. So that's a queer horror thread. The entire season to me. Victor, Donna, even Boyd, actually everyone in some ways. Their characters are desperately trying to connect, to keep being separated by fear, by denial, by the literal architecture of this cursed town. If you think about it, Victor is lonely in some ways. Boyd is lonely in some ways. If he start talking what's going on, maybe he would be less lonely, but he actually decided to live in town alone.
So the biggest horror is being alone, not the monsters.
Yeah.
Put that on a t-shirt.
It's a bit long for a t-shirt, but it could work. Yeah, it's about what isolation does to people who have no choice but to survive it. If we're thinking about it, Julie's becoming pretty lonely, not what she knows, about what she knows. We've got Sophia's using the loneliness of, what's her name? I can't remember now.
Acosta?
No. The one who removed the eyes of
Sarah?
Sarah, there we go. Oh, words, names, how. Yeah, Sarah's is lonely, has been outcast or lonely the same way. So she just said to paint things purple. So really, that's a queer story, really. There's always been a queer story, and from his telling it, maybe not loudly, but there's really some theme that, as a queer person, I think we can kind of relate to.
Yeah, that's true when you say it like that. I mean, I feel like we need to go back and rewatch everything from the beginning. Well, technically, I've done that already.
I haven't. But I would say it would certainly be easier to rewatch From than to rewatch Lost.
Because it's like, what, over 100 episodes?
Yes, I did. So I did rewatch it. And no, never again.
Okay.
So From is okay.
All right. So episode 6, tight episode, emotional episode, not a lot of man in yellow movement, which we are kind of wanting at this point. But we have 4 episodes left. They need to get the ball rolling, or maybe take your time.
I
don't wanna tell you what to do.
I do love the human stuff. It was actually pretty cool. And Aro Perino, Boyd, for those people who don't speak French, it was really good. It was a good performance. And what do you guys think, really? Because I don't know, people seems to actually be. Some people say some of the best episodes so far. Some people are getting really, really annoyed that there is no gore and monsters.
Yeah.
So it seems to be two type of watchers of people, viewers for that show. The people who went there for the mystery and the people who went there for the gore.
Yeah, and that Donna scene, what a performance. Anyways, what do you guys think? Because we're going to debate about this later. Up until the next, I guess,
All week.
episode. And, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, are you Team Sophia is evil or Team Sophia is something else? That's the question, because we keep wondering.
Maybe. She's a bit of a
Bitch.
I wasn't gonna say it. But anyways, we will see you guys maybe Tuesday, because Sunday we'll watch, and then
Monday we sleep.
And then our video drops on Tuesday because we're in France, so everything is a little bit
late. Slow.
But we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Bye bye.